Well, hello everybody. It's Heidi at Hen Chicks Studio here in Conrad, Iowa. And welcome to all of you. And we're so glad that you're here to join us tonight for our monthly product showcase. It's always an exciting time. You know, when we're doing live TV, you never know what's going to happen. And I think tonight will be an exceptional night with lots of different things happening. Now, one of the things that we absolutely want you to do is to comment as we are progressing during the show, because of course, like always at the end, we're going to give away a few prizes. And so the second thing we want you to do is to make sure you share the post, because of course, the more that are here, the more that it's the merry, right? And the merrier, the more the merrier, however that goes. Now, one thing you can start by telling us is, where are you watching from? We love to know where everybody is from. We're often talking about coast to coast, and that we really reach from coast to coast. And tonight you're going to hear more about that in one way that we've reached coast to coast. Oh my gosh, that's like a tongue twister for me tonight. See, this is live TV. We just have to roll with it, right? Now, as we get going in this evening's show and we're showing product, always remember that if you want to buy something, you don't necessarily want to wait until the end of the show, because sometimes there are limited quantities. And of course, you can place more than one order between now and tomorrow morning, and we will combine all of those orders on the back side. Okay, so you might want to be thinking about that as you see some of the things. We do not do a comment sold or anything like that, so you might want to open a second window, have henandchickstudio.com on one tab and us on the other tab here on Facebook Live, so you can listen to us, but that you'll be able to know, be able to go back and forth and make those purchases, okay? So I think that's probably the housekeeping things for this evening, but are they commenting on where they're from?
They're saying where they're from. A lot of different states, a lot of Iowa, of course, but we like to see all the different states joining us. And you know, if they share it real quick, because we have a very special guest going to make her debut.
So. Yes, we do. So yes, we'd love to have you share it so that we can rejoice and be excited about what we're going to talk about next. So without further ado, tonight I'm going to welcome Hen Pekarek with me. And Jenny is Payton's mom. And for the last month, we have been working hard to try to make a difference. And I told Payton that not to worry, I'd be the one crying, and I'd bring the tissues, which I did not grab. So we got to hold this all together for me. But we've been selling quilts, and with the idea that the 100% of the money would go to Payton, who turned 20 on Saturday.
Yes, yep.
And so that is awesome. And she could not be here tonight because she is in chemo.
Right, inpatient.
And so she is at the hospital in Iowa City with her dad.
Yes, correct.
And thank you. We've got the tissues now. And one of the things that I feel very strongly about, but your family is very involved in 4-H and in FFA too and stuff. But one of the things that I'm going to request next week is we are going to be at the state fair, and we're hoping that Cade will be willing to share his chickens with us.
Oh, yes.
And Cade is one of my son's friends, and Cade has worked for us on our farm for the last couple of years. And so as we segue into our next part of the program, we're going to be talking about the state fair and what Jamie's going to be doing at the state fair. So I hope that you'll let us come and see you all there. Absolutely. As well, and get some cute chicken pictures and cute Cade pictures too.
Yes, yeah.
And I know we'll see you there.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have to give you one.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
you don't know what
absolutely,
this
Jenny.
means.
Absolutely.
It means a lot.
Absolutely. And we will just shout out that your youngest daughter is in the background. She didn't want to be on screen, but she's here for moral support.
And is she doing chickens at the fair too?
She is not, just Cade.
Just Cade.
Just Cade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
next year. But
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you again.
So thank you. And we told her we weren't holding her hostage for the show, and we'll let you guys go and have a good evening.
you.
And we will talk soon.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you everybody for helping us again with the quilts. It's one of those things. Our quilts need to go to a good home, and we definitely want to share more of that kind of creativity.
Right.
And you know, I think about the fair and I think about memories.
Okay.
And so I brought a couple of things, and you're gonna laugh. Okay.
Sure. So I'm gonna move in just a little on the camera just
Okay.
a little bit because
So,
I gotta see some of this.
if you've got kids, and well, even if you don't have kids, if you've ever been to the fair and you start going around, there are a lot of things that can take money. And with 3 children, one particular fair, I just felt like the money was just falling out of my pockets because they wanted to do this and they wanted to do that and they wanted to do this. And it's all fun, but at some point, you know, I got to have some kind of control. And I went to my favorite potter, and we do not know yet.
We're hoping that
they'll be back at the fair this year, but we do not know that for sure. But Russ and Jackie Leck Band, and they call it New Harmony Pottery, and they always have it up in the Pioneer Hall. And over the years, I have purchased many, many pieces.
And I am, as many other people, a collector of the mini Crocs that have the Iowa State Fair on it for every year. So
but
I visit them too.
You'll know about what year this money issue happened. You see that says 2012, because I saw the bank and I'm like, okay, this is a life lesson here that we're going to, my kids in there. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens with
We'll
that.
see what
but
happens.
everything on a stick at the Iowa State Fair, which is fun.
Yeah, and another one of our favorite places, of course, is the 4-H building.
I cannot actually wait to take people into the 4-H building.
And you brought a couple of things.
We each brought.
Yes. And so tell us a little bit about the fish back here.
Okay, so this was one of Jenna's exhibits at the Iowa State Fair. I don't know the year. Jackie might remember. Actually, Jackie was her 4-H leader at that time. Collected driftwood, and we made little fish on Velcroed them. Again, the 4-H building is amazing. And there's fabrics. We've talked about that. There's fabrics and quilts and that stuff in there. But the ideas that kids come up with, and the 9-second workout carrying all the boxes upstairs.
And that was the boxes. That was the boxes we're not even opening. Yes.
And we'd already moved some inside before that.
Yes, so that was all the batting, and so we've got a new shipment of batting and stuff.
Yeah, so let's move.
Let's do that. So
I'll slide it around this
side,
way.
and then Virginia can be behind. We gotta do this way.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get this
Working
something like that.
Working on it. All right. Awesome.
A little crooked
so you work on getting that adjusted. So we've got multiple boxes that we're going to unbox and see what they are. And I am going to grab one of these real quick.
There's the pile boxes. So it's going to take a little bit, but I promise you it will be well worth it.
Okay. So the first thing we've got here are some brand new wide backs. And
let's tell Heidi, for some people that may not know what the wide back means.
Yes, so they're big. Okay, first of all, they're big bolts here. So a wide back, all of these are 108 inches wide. So a normal bolt of fabric, and Virginia, would you grab a normal bolt for me? So she happens to just grab the very first bolt she saw. It's what we would refer to as 44, 45 inch wide, 42 usable inches. That's what a typical bolt is, right? And then also there's just two layers of fabric. Okay, you take that, okay? But on a 108 inch wide, now the bolt is longer and there are 4 layers of fabric, so it feels a lot thicker. But this is a whole new collection of fabric that's
And Stacy's favorite color, as is several of our peeps that we already know is
Purple.
purple. So I should love this one, but the next one is what had Stacy.
And then,
had
yes.
Stacy at hello when we opened.
Yeah,
the
that's
box.
right. Look at that. It is snowflakes with purple, white, blue. Is just a lovely, lovely snowflake pattern. So that is Flurry Friends. Now that is all in the system. That one I can tell you is all in the system. The wide backs, the 2 Kim Deal ones are, the others are not yet. They will be tomorrow. All right. So the last bit that we're going to open, and
Something.
very exciting. Are you ready? It is Kim Deal's chocolate covered cherries. And I'm telling you, this is going to go fast. We've already seen some great things from it. And so the fabric kits, if you want to make sure that you get one or the other, that's all we're going to be able to get out of our yardage that we have. I love this kind of a, that's
Look at
that
the
cherry.
little tiny little green.
Yep, I'm going to do that again. Can you see that little green dot in there? And I'll show you the quilt in just a minute.
Here's that.
They're so pretty.
Deep coral.
There's 24 pieces in the entire collection of chocolate covered cherries.
Anybody liking it?
And say, I'm guessing there's a few people out there that might be loving this.
Get any hearts on it yet?
I think there's like 5 cream prints in the collection.
Is this
Ooh.
part of it too?
Yeah. Isn't that interesting? So there's, again, some unexpected patterns. I always think Kim does a great job